So next, we actually have Reverend Amanda Henderson. Reverend Amanda Henderson actually is the executive director of the Interfaith Alliance of Colorado and has been at that post since 2014. She is also the author of a book called Holy Chaos: Creating Connections in Divisive Times, which is a amazing title. I don't know who is handling your marketing, but that's amazing. So with that said, I'm going to turn it over now to Reverend Amanda Henderson, please.
Thanks so much. And it actually comes out on ebook tomorrow, so a little pitch. And then paper book in July. It was supposed to come out this week, but everything's a little delayed, isn't it? Thank you so much for having me. Thank you to Ismail and to the Multicultural Mosaic Foundation. You are one of my favorite partners and people to be in community with. And I've been to a iftar dinner at Ismail's house with his family and my family, and I have such gratitude and for this community. So I'm grateful to be here. One of my favorite interfaith concepts or words that we throw around is holy envy. And while so often we use this word envy, like we are not supposed to hold envy, we're told not to covet, but there are pieces of different traditions that I deeply admire and long for in my own religious practices. And Ramadan is one of those practices that I have holy envy for. I have such deep respect for my Muslim friends who take an entire month to focus their eyes beyond our own wants and desires and to intentionally set aside time to remember what matters most. The level of discipline and commitment that I see in my friends during this month of Ramadan is admirable. And especially in this time of COVID-19, I know that these sacrifices that are made every year have extra weight this year. In a typical year, the sacrifice of abstaining from food and water from sunup to sundown also normally comes with this celebration and connection and sharing a meal with friends and families at the end of the day when the fast is broken. And I've been holding so many of my friends with love in this time when Muslim people across the world are heeding the teachings of their faith and choosing to stay home during this time to practice Ramadan and staying only with immediate family. Not that that's not wonderful too. Those of us who have been with our immediate family every day, we are grateful and we are used to celebrating beyond. And I know that these sacrifices are being made to serve the greater good and to prevent the spread of this virus that's taking so many lives. This has been a time of sacrifice. It's a time of sacrifice across our world and across our traditions as we are letting go or shifting things that we love, rituals and traditions, in order to stop the spread of the virus. This is a unique time when that impact is being felt by every single one of us. So many are sick or have lost loved ones. So many have lost jobs or taking pay cuts. I'm inspired by my friends in the Muslim community who have not only been practicing Ramadan, but have also been assuring that those in their community who are in need are receiving food and supplies, and money has been raised for those who are struggling to make ends meet. I think that I keep thinking as this time goes on that there's one silver lining to all of this. And it's been that deep reminder that we are in this together, that we are literally physically impacted by one another. My well-being is directly tied to your well-being. This is true physically, emotionally, financially, and spiritually. My greatest hope during this time is that we are slowing down, as Imam Shamsuddin said, that in this great pause that so many of us are experiencing, or the time when so many are digging deep to provide essential services, that they are continuing their work, that we might come to appreciate our connection and our care and our responsibility to love one another in ever deepening ways. So thank you, Ishmael and friends, for inviting me to be a part of this evening.